So Piper is about a small little bird who is used to being fed by his mother, and you can tell from that every time he's opening his beak. But now he's coming of age, and now Piper has to go down and actually find food for himself.
Yep.
Unfortunately, the problem is that he's getting washed away by a big massive wave, and then he can't obviously feed for himself. So he then gets washed under at one point, and then discovers that these little crabs are underneath, and the way that they stay safe under the water is that they stay up underneath the sand and be able to keep under that. And not only that, they can actually see where all the food is actually rising from the top and then raising down. So he has a good idea when the tide comes back out that he knows where all the food's going to be and where he's going to be able to eat something. And he reaps the rewards because of it. And all his bird friends also going to appreciate what he does as well.
Yeah.
So to the point where his mother struggles to get him in because he's got the technique down so well that he's able to eat so much. He's got a good collection of that too. So it's I love this short for the fact that it shows that not only can kids come out of their shell, per se, but so they can also be innovative in more ways than their parents were in regards to that.
Exactly.
Because the mother bird can relate to what's going on because I think you can tell somewhat that she's had that experience too of being scared to go out and try and feed for herself and things like that. But I think she's pleased that not only can now Piper be able to feed for himself, but now you can find an innovative way of actually doing it.
Yeah.
So,
Now, it's funny that you mentioned that because I think it's a great short to show to kids. It's like, hey, there's at one point in which you're scared of doing something or you're scared of accomplishing this because you're fearing that it won't be able to work out because it didn't the first time. But all you need to do is just do it in another way and you'll be able to succeed. And I think that that's a great lesson for
back
them.
in the day, I'm not saying that they would have, you're not saying Piper would have been possible back in, where the days when, Luxo Jr. were around and anything like that. But I guarantee if the Piper or something like that was a short that was available, I guarantee it would have been immediately on Sesame Street. I guarantee they would have snapped it up.
Absolutely. It would have been teaching a valuable lesson about keep trying new ways of doing the things that you need to do and you'll succeed in the end.
Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, unlike Silent J Super Team, a lot of people did actually see this movie because it was coupled with Finding Dory. So the movie that Ellen DeGeneres was demanding get made for years and years on end, and everyone else was demanding get made years and years on end. So Piper got lucky in this sense of being in a place where a lot of people can see it, and a lot of people do reminisce about this short as well.
This short is the second short out of the over how many? Over 40 shorts that Pixar has done. This is the second one that's won an Oscar.
Exactly, yeah.
So this is the first
deserving as well because the story, the music, the animation, the way that it's all put together, it's a great little Pixar short.
Exactly. It is fantastic and it deserves to have won. Not only is the story great and the lesson and the morals are great, the animation is beautiful. It is so incredibly detailed. It almost looks real.
Exactly.
Even the little trinkets of sand, that is excellently well done.
I think they had to. I think it wasn't a case of they didn't have to go that far. They had to go that far because if you look at how small Piper is as a character and you see how close to the ground that they are, I think that's the some of the technical difficulties I probably imagine that they would have to come up with because every single grain of sand would probably have to have its own function within all of that. So you sell from they struggled to do hair at the very beginning doing Monsters Incorporated
Monsters Inc. with Sully's hair,
exactly,
and with Merida's hair,
exactly, yeah, and also Violet's hair in The Incredibles too. Imagine doing that with grains of sand.
Yeah, grains of sand is just as detailed as the little bits in the water in Finding Nemo.
Yeah, it's a technical achievement in itself as well.
I guess it makes a lot of sense because since it paired up with Finding Dory, they would have had to put that kind of detail as well.
Yeah, also I think it's in 4K as well. That's another thing.
Yeah, it is. It's an achievement. So I would say that if you are looking for one of the definitive Pixar shorts, especially the ones that came out in the past decade, this is one that you need to watch.
Indeed.